Infinite blessings and love. Namaste, namaskaram. This is Om Oracle Tarot, and this is Cancer's mid-month divine path check-in for mid-June to mid-July of 2023. Now, I have to say that these are general readings and may not resonate with everyone. If they don't, that's all right. There's plenty of other great YouTube tarot readers that you could check out. I would also like to remind everyone to check your other placements, your sun, moon, and rising signs for a broader picture of what may be going on. And if you feel so called to do so and your heart in this reading resonates with you, please feel free to like, share, subscribe, also comment, as all of these things help grow the channel, and it also helps the videos get into the algorithm. So it is most appreciated on a lot of different levels. I also want to send a big heartfelt sense of gratitude and thank you out to all those who have liked, shared, subscribed, and donated. It really does mean so much. And again, thank you so much. All right. Without any further ado, please give us a message for what is on Cancer's divine path for mid-June to mid-July of 2023. 3 cards, please. I only take uprights and only take jumpers from the deck. And while there may be moments of silence, while I may be shuffling the cards, do pay attention to anything you sense within yourself, as this is all your intuition playing a role in this reading. As we are not together in the physical, I am connecting to your energy. That's way too many. In a lot of ways, it's in these moments of silence that the deeper aspect of the reading takes place within yourself. So do pay attention to those. All right. And if those cards are meant to come out, they will come back out again. One more card, please, for our Cancers. All right, what do we got? All right, let's... All right. So we have the Two of Wands, the Six of Pentacles, the King of Wands, and at the bottom we have the Magician card. So mid-June to mid-July on your divine path, I feel like it kind of starts out where you are kind of in this in-between zone. You're planning for the future, but I feel like at least as far as the beginning of mid-June, you're still planning how you take this journey forward. I feel a lot of you've already kind of taken the necessary steps to start this journey, but there's still this kind of extra step that must be taken. And I feel like you're kind of discovering as the moment presents itself. You're kind of, as you step off of this tower, you're kind of stepping into the moment fresh. It's kind of like you've let the whole world go and you're just kind of seeing where the chips fall. You're kind of see where you land is what I feel like is taking place. With the Six of Pentacles, this move is going to change where you're giving your time and your resources to. Now, some people may be unhappy about that, but you're kind of weighing this out. Now, I feel like you kind of have already decided that you're going to change, you're going to make this move, but it is this, I feel like this last step that kind of jolts you into the unknown here. I feel like, though, as you do change, I feel you being more generous with yourself, with your time than perhaps you have in the past, because your time and energy has been kind of wrapped up, almost preoccupied. It's like you feel like your time has not been yours. So you are going to come into this more this energy where you feel more generous, you feel like sharing of yourself, sharing of your story, your impressions of reality, whatever this is for you individually. And we have the King of Wands. So you have this vision about where you're going. You kind of see this. You're not exactly sure. I feel like you don't actually know what the destination is. You just have this vision of how the the path should be traveled here, and you're kind of realizing where you've been giving your energy to is not really how you feel this path should be traveled. So you have this vision about how you want to move forward. I feel like you are kind of honoring the spirits of the divine in doing so. And I feel like there is that reciprocity because you are honoring the spirits, the spirit, the divine, however you're wording that, is also honoring you and honoring this step forward here. Because I feel like for you, this is kind of this big leap into the unknown. You don't really have a safety net, and I feel like you're kind of getting excited about the idea of that. There is some freedom in that. At the bottom, we have the Magician card. Now, that's the only Major Arcana card out here. This is Major Arcanas are more of a destined, fated type of energy. And there's only one of them out there, and it is the Magician card. So this is kind of your energy moving forward. I feel like you are kind of making things happen. I'm not even sure if you're doing it intentionally, but it is this energy of just willingly stepping into the unknown without this safety net, and you're kind of letting the moment or the universe, the divine, kind of pave the way in front of you. And this moment, this present moment, is really where the magic resides here. So you are stepping right into that magic moment and finding a lot of strength and power there. But again, I don't feel like with this ability to manifest, you're not like, all right, I want this and that. You're just kind of going with the flow here. You're not necessarily wielding this power that you have. You're being a little bit more passive and letting giving the divine and the universe space to create something new in your life is what I feel like is taking place. All right, please give us 3 cards for what is on Cancer's divine path for mid-June to mid-July of 2023. All right, we have the Buddha, China Master. One more card, please. I don't usually show the bottom card on these oracle decks, but for whatever reason, I decided to show that one. Not exactly sure why I flipped it that way. So we have the Buddha, China Master, Santosha, and at the bottom we have Ajna, which is fitting that it falls right underneath the Magician. So we have the Buddha. And this is Buddha is considered an awakened being, a realized being. But also what comes to mind is this compassion of the Buddha. And this is what I feel like this is, this giving and this sharing energy that you're coming into. You must also be gaining some level of enlightenment by kind of stepping into the unknown without this safety net. Not really sure where you're going. You're cutting cords to certain elements of your past. So you're kind of in this limbo space. You're in this kind of nirvana space. And with the China Master, this is the goddess of Kundalini rising, self-realization, things like this. So you, with this enlightenment, you may be gaining a greater self-realization. And this may also have to do with a certain Kundalini rising. Your energy is definitely rising as you kind of break a lot of the worldly tethers is what I feel like you are doing. Now, China Master is also the goddess of sexuality, but also self-control. So in that area of sexuality, you are balancing this energy, and I feel like finding a lot of potency in doing that for a lot of you. Take that how you will. And we have Santosha. So this is speaking about the word roughly translates to satisfaction or contentment. And so this is how I feel like you are moving forward. There's something you are really getting out of being untethered. You're kind of in this in-between space. You don't know where you're going to land, but you are not on the tower anymore. You're kind of in this you're in this weightless kind of space. And it is this kind of weightless, contented kind of space that is ripe for the universe to come in and fill this with something. And usually it is something we have been manifesting, but you're not really manifesting. So it's like the universe is manifesting based on this level of bliss that you are that you have at this time. And so this is what's being manifested, something concerning your bliss. So you know the divine knows what it's doing. You are kind of releasing control to the divine, and you're going with the flow here. Then we have the ajna. Now this is the third eye, or the sixth chakra. Sometimes this can be considered the seat of the soul here. And this is a lot of times when we are having a vision, whether this be in the meditation or in our dreams, even when we are remembering something. All of this visionary state, whether regardless of what part of the brain we are processing this information, we are receiving it from the ajna. This is the seat of inner vision. This is where you see it. This is what sees it, is this ajna. So I feel like you are, as this energy rises, you are getting some visions. You have this vision about where you're wanting to go. There is something what you could say magical or mystical about the ajna. It is, in a lot of ways, the gateway to the crown. As in some traditions they say, there is no pathway to the crown. It's something you discover. And you discover it by either spending time in the heart space or spending time at the third eye. So you are receiving some, you call it a download, but I feel like it's almost like you're downloading a new reality from the universe, if that makes sense. All right, please give us 3 cards, 3 messages for what is on Cancer's divine path for mid-June to mid-July of 2023. Thank you. We have Padma Sanjay and the red Dakini. One more, please. No. That's too many. One more, please. Oh boy. Okay. One more card, please. Oh boy. All right. No, we're not going to do 10 cards. 1 card, please. Otherwise, we're just going to leave it at these 2. I'm going to count to 3. 1. No. 1, 2. Wow. Okay, we're leaving it at the 2. Can't believe you would do that to me. Okay, one more time. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 2.5. All right. Padma Sanjay and the red Dakini. So the cremation ground dwelling tantric master, and this is a incarnation of Padma Sambhava. Be courageous. Anything life gives you can be inspiration. So I feel like this is kind of what you're doing. You're kind of opening yourself up to whatever the universe is going to deliver, and you're ready to take lemons and make lemonade out of it. You're ready to take whatever the universe gives you and make something magical, make something fruitful out of it, because you're in this open space. Again, you're untethered. You're unattached, and so the universe can kind of bring in these new things with this space available. I have the red Dakini, who dances in white Mahakala's heart. Love is the most powerful force of all. I feel like this is really what you are dropping into. This is what you find yourself kind of floating in, is this love here. And this is coming with this enlightenment, this compassion. Your energy is rising. You're receiving these visionary states. You've let go of what you feel did not fit on your divine path here. In doing so, you are also receiving more grace from the divine because of that. And really coming into this place where it's not just a saying, something you're saying, but you're actually experiencing the reality that love is the most powerful force of all. You're experiencing the power of this. All right. This is the Bhagavad Gita deck. It has quotes from the Bhagavad Gita on the cards. All right. Please give us one card for what is on Cancer's divine path for mid-June to mid-July of 2023. The Destroyer. All right, thank you. We have Hanuman here. So it is Hanuman who has destroyed this chariot. But when he destroys this chariot, he is also releases these horses. They're untethered. They can run free and go to wherever their natural instinct is guiding them to. But do know that it is the divine that is kind of setting ablaze to your past and to whatever tethers you feel that you have. And this is this destroyer, so it is destroying for a divine purpose. And the message on the back here says, I am death, destroyer of all. I am the source of all things yet to be. Of women, I am fame, prosperity, speech, memory, intellect, faithfulness, and patience. So I'm not really sure why it says of women, but men or women, men or women, it doesn't matter. But this is the divine saying it's all things. It's death. It's this destroyer of everything. It's also fame and prosperity. It's also your very speech. The things you're saying, your breath, your memory, your intellect, your level of faithfulness, your patience in this whole process. This is all part of the divine. There's nothing in our reality that is actually separate from the divine. Now, because we are human, we want to break things up into these dualistic categories and have everything be light and dark. But this is not the way that the divine sees reality, because everything is one. There's oneness. Good and bad to the divine are one. It's our mind that places these dualistic things of like, oh, that is repulsing me and this is attracting me. But everything in our reality is, in fact, the divine. So it's wherever you land, it is the divine. And it may have been hard for you to see where you were at, but there was also an aspect of where you were at that is part of the divine. I feel like for you, it was the divine's way to get you here to where you are ready to let go. All right. Please give us 2 or 3 cards for what are the divine energies in and around Cancers on their divine path for mid-June to mid-July of 2023. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Matsaya, the fish avatar of Vishnu. And his blessings are protection against natural disasters here. So I feel like you are kind of avoiding, you could say, a natural disaster, or what you could say in the tarot world, a tower moment. You're getting protection from that. I feel like you are avoiding it also by extricating yourself out and moving forward kind of untethered. In this way, you are avoiding a couple tower moments. And do know that you're being protected against these things. Security for seafarers and travelers. So you do have safety and security on your journey forward, this weightless, untethered journey that you are jumping into. You do have protection there. Preserving ancient traditions and knowledge. I feel like this is part of your vision. This is part of your move forward. And you kind of feel whatever you were engaged with was not helping you preserve this ancient tradition or ancient knowledge. You feel like it was a departure from these things, and you're kind of coming back home to the essence of these ancient traditions and knowledge, and really working to preserve these things, especially the things that you know work for you. We have Parvati. Parvati is the mother of Ganesha. Shiva is the father of Ganesha. And Parvati is the queen of ascetics. And her blessings are defeat of enemies. So I feel like you're kind of surprising if you have enemies, if you consider them haters, competitors, whatever this... whoever these people might be for you. It is this kind of unexpected move of walking away from what no longer serves you and stepping forward again, untethered. It's like, because in your mind, you're not going anywhere per se. You're kind of going into formlessness, or you're going into the void kind of space. So these enemies are defeated immediately because, one, they can't compete with you here, and nor can they follow you where you're going, because, again, like I said, you're not going. You're already kind of home here, and the enemies can't figure that out. Victory over obstacles. So this is your obstacle, and you're gaining victory. Strength in asceticism. So strength in your spiritual practice, strength in whatever this ancient tradition and knowledge is. Union with a spiritually powerful life partner. So there is some romance or some love in this reading, kind of scattered out. Love is the most powerful force of all. A union with a spiritually powerful life partner. Kind of someone who matches your energy and understanding. And then we have Karma Deva, the god of love. So there is some love vibes. I feel like there is this kind of spiritual bhakti kind of love going on. But there's also this romance kind of here as well. And it is being a little vague about that. But that is here. So you might be on the lookout for that. We might also get a little bit more information about that as we go. And Karma Deva's blessings are freedom from desire. So again, you're balancing your sexual drive with self-control. This is giving you freedom from the desires because you're putting it in its right place. You're in control of the desire. This is what gives you freedom from the desire. And this says success in love and or romance here. So this is indicating that if and when this person comes in, this will be a successful connection here. Enhanced sexual performance. So I feel like whatever you're doing it really well. Ability to amuse and make people laugh here. So you have this charisma about you. You have this magnetic energy, especially concerning this love interest. This person I feel like can't get enough of you. We have Vimana. This is the avatar of Vishnu. His blessings are receiving charity. So you are going to be in this mode of giving, of generosity, and it does appear that there is some, this is being reciprocated to you as well as you are receiving the blessing of receiving charity. Resisting cheats and tricksters here. So I feel like even though you have kind of jettisoned yourself into the abyss, you are still keeping your wits about you. You're not a pushover. You're not letting people take advantage of your detachedness. So you are on guard against these things. Being charitable in the right spirit here. So you definitely have this charitable energy, this giving energy as you move forward. Ability to use trickery for good here. I'm getting this image of somebody doing something very tricky. No, but you are using the ability of trickery for a good cause. This might have to do with this charity, this giving. You might be giving anonymously. Sometimes this could be very tricky in nature, but it is for a good cause. You might also be playing matchmaker in your inner circle. I feel like it has to do with this untethered energy. You're kind of becoming this cosmic joke trickster in a way with this untethered energy. Everything is kind of humorous to you. And so I feel like the practical jokes will kind of abound. I don't feel like it's anything bad or anything like that, but you are definitely having a good time. All right. Please give us 3 cards for what is on Cancer's divine path for mid-June to mid-July of 2023. All right. Death and rebirth. That's kind of what it feels like. It says, don't worry, you can do no wrong. And let's see. Power. So I feel like this period is kind of this death and rebirth period for you. You're kind of dislodging yourself from this past, that you're allowing the old to die or be destroyed by the divine, so that you can have this rebirth into greater level of freedom and be more on what you're feeling is your divine path here. And this is a message from the divine saying, don't worry, you can do no wrong here. So you are this planning, you are kind of worried in the back of your mind of what is going to happen to me. I have no idea. So it's like you are exuberant and feel blissful about being detached and almost this feeling of being adrift here. But also there is some worry tied into that, like what is gonna happen? Where am I gonna find myself? Will it be favorable? for me here. This is the mind, and this is part of the doubting mind that is like, I don't know. The divine has given you some sort of direction, coordinates, this vision, and now it is your responsibility to follow through. But the Spirit is indicating, don't worry, you can do no wrong. Don't overthink this. Just like your plan is, just step into the unknown. Weightless here. And this is where you find this power here. You're finding this inner strength, this inner power. There's this enlightenment taking place, this kundalini energy rising. It does seem like there are some cards indicating that you are going to have a lot of sexual virility at this time. Kind of this sexual magnetism for some of you. And there is this romantic partner kind of coming in here at this time as part of your divine path here. So this is all kind of happening at just the right time. It's like all of these things had to be into place. You had to let go and make space for the universe to fill it in with what's really meant for you. All right. Please give us 3 cards for what is on Cancer's divine path for mid-June to mid-July of 2023. All right. Intuition. 2 more cards, please. I have to say, this little deck has become one of my favorites. I love the artwork on it, and it is pretty spot on. All right, we have intuition, be open, receive money. So, intuition, I feel like you are here in this position of about to let go because you are following your intuition. You're following these spiritual nudges or pushes. In some case, you are following this guide and kind of getting this bird's eye view of your path. You're getting glimpses here. Again, you're not really sure where this path is going to lead you, but you know that it is part of your path, your destiny, to be on whatever you consider to be the divine path. And so you are shuffling things around to make this a reality here. Because I feel like you know how to do that. It says be open here. So this is what you're doing. You're kind of opening this curtain, leaving space to receive here. Excuse me. And this is also saying be open to what comes, because what comes your way, no matter what it is, it's going to be unexpected, because it's like if you catch a fish and you never have even cast your line out into the water, this would be quite a surprise. And this is kind of what you're receiving here. You are not casting out your line, and you're just leaving this space open, and the universe is filling it in, and you, in doing so, you are receiving. It said the world in the palm of his hand. It has the world in the palm of his hands here. Him or her, you are receiving what you consider to be the world. So this is a big, whatever this is that you're receiving from this this leap of faith is big. And we have money. So we have money exchanging hands here too. So there is money at play in this. I feel like there is going to be a monetary level up for you. I don't feel like that's why you're doing that. I almost feel like when the monetary level up comes in, you're kind of like, oh, because you're shooting higher than that. You're shooting higher than money. So there is money. There is going to be money that comes in, but this is not the payoff that you are really shooting for. So you continue to move even though you are receiving this money. All right, we will get a couple cards from the Oracle of Rama deck. We'll let a Divine Guide card pick us, and then we'll get a couple cards from the Greater Oracle of Rama deck. and I will be going on vacation, so I will be MIA, and I will leave a link to my other YouTube page where there are some guided meditations and some Dharma talks. I'll leave that in the description of the video, and feel free to hop on over there and check that out. All right. We have Chartrugna, and it says, the power of destroying obstacles. So you are getting this obstacle, a lot of obstacles destroyed for you. I feel like it is, the initial one is one that feels kind of self-imposed. And this is kind of what you are leaving behind here. This is that first obstacle. I feel like the other ones are kind of internal. We have the number 2, so number 2 is the number of choice. You definitely have a choice. You could continue and stay where you're not really resonating, or you can move forward into something you've never experienced or never would have imagined that you would experience. That's what's on the other side of this choice if you choose to leave the past behind. All right, please give us 2 or 3 cards for what is on Cancer's divine path for mid-June to mid-July of 2023. Thank you. Preparing. Inner growth and seeds of conflict. Come on now. All right, we have preparing. And number 2, we go down to message 2. It says, perform the required rites. So I feel like this is speaking back to this preserving, what did it say? Ancient traditions and knowledge. There's something concerning that, and performing a required rite or a sacred rite or ritual that you are going to want to have under your belt. You're going to want to know how to do this specific rite or ritual here. So that is going to be a little different for everybody's whatever path they find themselves on. In the inner growth, a time of happiness, ease, and good communication. So this is going to be a really good time for you. There's a lot of inner growth, but with the message here, there's a lot of outer growth with what feels like community, and especially if there's this love interest coming in. And so it says this is a time of happiness, ease, and good communication. So you're feeling good. You're feeling real light in your step. You've got a pep in your step also, and you are communicating really well, and you're also receiving good communication at this time. So you're moving good, stepping good. Seeds of conflict here. A person feigning. I'm not sure what that word means. It's a person feeling victimhood, seeks revenge, or this could be a person faking victimhood, seeks revenge. I feel like it is someone who is feeling victimized by your move forward, is seeking revenge here. So you are kind of detaching, you're untethering yourself, you're also changing where you're giving your energy. So there may be people who were receiving your energy that will not be now, that may have an issue with you moving forward. Anybody who you are detaching from is, of course, going to have an issue with you moving forward, and they may feel victimized by you moving on, moving forward. And do know that they may seek some level of revenge. Now, this feels very much like the revenge would most likely be gossip, as that seems to be a a lot of people, specifically weak people's go-to is gossip. So to all you gossipers out there, you're weak, too weak. All right. Please give us 3 cards for a final message. What would you like to leave Cancers with for what is on their divine path for mid-June to mid-July of 2023? 3 cards, please, for a final parting message for our Cancers. All right. Queen of Pentacles. No. All right, I see. All right, it's got all kind of stuff it wants to say right now, but we got to keep this to 3 cards. All right. So please, two more cards, please. Yeah, oh, jeez, okay. There's the tower. All right. All right. Oh, Spirit's having a little fun with me. All right. We have the Queen of Pentacles. You are kind of nurturing this certain level of detachment. You are kind of extending this feeling of detachment. This does seem to be in your favor, and it's like whatever you're working on moving forward, I feel like you become really absorbed in it. So you are kind of moving from an undetached place to where you are going to start having some more attachments, but they are going to be directly connected with your divine path here. So these are higher vibrational attachments, you could say, but at the end of the day, they're still attachments. We have the Page of Wands here, so you are stepping into freedom and really stepping into your full potential here as you move forward onto this new path. We have the Four of Swords, so you're definitely going to want to spend some time with this space meditating. I don't really feel you doing a lot of contemplating. I feel you're kind of meditating, kind of clearing out any thought, and that would include contemplation. You're kind of wiping the chalkboard clean here. But I would say during this time, some rest and relaxation, some R&R, really nurturing yourself, doing things that make you feel good at this time, is going to be really important for you here. And you might be doing some of this rest and relaxation with this love interest. For some of you, we have the Ten of Swords. So there is this ending that's taking place. You are walking away from something in the past. I feel like there is a little lament in that, as perhaps you did not want to leave, or you felt that you took a loss in engaging in it at all, or you did not receive what you thought you should. Either way, this kind of leaves a little sting for you, but the ending of this is marking this blessing on this new day for you, and it's coming with this sudden change. Now, I said earlier, you are avoiding these tower moments, but it's like you can kind of feel it in the energy that mid-June and mid-July is kind of full of what could be interpreted as tower moments. And I don't feel for you that any of them are bad, but there is a lot of sudden change. There is a few different awakenings or levels of awakenings taking place. But there is a lot of unexpectedness because you are kind of stepping into the unknown, stepping into this void space. That everything that comes is going to be somewhat unexpected. You're kind of in this edge of the moment. You're at the edge of the moment where chaos and order kind of meet. This is this tower taking place at the edge of every moment, really. And this is what I feel you're kind of stepping into. And in doing so, you are avoiding the crumble of the tower. And we have the Seven of Swords. So there is this person that feels a certain level of victimhood due to your movements forward. They are wanting some revenge here. So they may be trying to deceive you in some way. They may be trying to take resources away from you in some form or fashion so that you cannot make this move in the way that you're wanting to. So do be on guard. You did get a message about protection against cheats and tricksters here. So this person is coming in. I feel like you have protection against this. And so I don't really feel that it is working for them. And in fact, they are the ones that are experiencing this tower. And this is why they're deploying deception. But I feel like you just kind of sail over this energy. And here we have the King of Wands again. So you definitely have this vision about where you're going. You're honoring the spirits, your tradition, whatever your lineage is. And because of that, you are receiving honor from that. With the Star card, this is kind of a complete renewal for you. This is going to boost your faith and hope for the future, faith and hope in yourself and in the divine. And you're really going to feel and know that you are right on your divine purpose. You're right where you're supposed to be. And I feel like you're right where you're supposed to be at the right time. So do expect some synchronistic moments of fate that take place, especially concerning this kind of love interest that's coming in. Also pay attention to the planets, the transits, the moon cycles. This can help you out with the timing of these things. You can also utilize these energies to your benefit. You're also receiving some intuitive spiritual messages concerning that. So I would say pay attention. And again, this is a card that's speaking about you feeling very good. We have the Three of Cups. So I feel moving forward, there's going to be a lot of opportunities that open up for you, and I feel like a lot of them are going to be collaborative in nature. The space that you've created, the universe is going to start to fill it. And what it's going to fill it with initially is opportunities to collaborate with others. I feel you also coming together with your friend groups, pooling your energy in that way. And what is that song? We all need somebody to lean on. I feel like this card and this energy is very much speaking about this energy and also this giving and receiving here. So we have the Hermit card. So you are doing some mix and mingle at this time, spending time with your friends and collaborating and stuff. But I feel like these are all kind of side notes to this internal work that you're doing. And you are kind of making sure that you have enough time to spend on this internal work. So you are kind of withdrawing from the crowd, going within, doing this soul searching, this hard internal work. And again, meditation is going to be important for you. But you are really shining this inner light here. And I feel like initially you're shining it within. But because you're just kind of, you're free floating, and there is totally nothing wrong with that. But this light wants to land on something. So eventually this light is going to land on something. And I feel like when it does, this is when the universe starts to fill in this space for you. And we have the Nine of Pentacles. So you're definitely in this self-sufficient kind of energy of I can do it myself. Again, receiving these intuitive spiritual messages about the fact that you can do it yourself and how to do it yourself. And you're really headed towards this abundance that is going to be available for you. But I feel like mid-June to mid-July, you're just kind of basking in this open garden. You're not harvesting anything. You're not planting anything. You're just basking in it. And the Nine of Pentacles is a card that speaks of luxury here. So I feel like this is kind of where the universe is trying to take you. Now, luxury can mean something very different to different people. So what is luxurious for you may not be luxurious for other people, and vice versa as that goes. So you're coming into a place where the universe is going to provide opportunities for you to feel this luxurious feeling. You're kind of basking in this luxurious feeling. And again, that's going to be a little different for everybody. But that looks really good. So Cancers, I want to wish you a lot of love and encouragement for mid-June to mid-July. Like I said, this looks fantastic. This is very interesting what's taking place here. So if any of this reading resonates with you, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe, as it is really most appreciated. And I appreciate all of you for tuning in, listening, and watching. Like I said, once again, however you're taking this in, you are most appreciated. Also want to remind you, check out the other channel, Badri Das Yoga. There is a link somewhere. I think it's in the description or one of these corners over there. I don't know. But definitely check that out if you feel called to do so. And Cancers, catch you on the next go-round.